1994, when there was the heat was going on between slight clashes between Tutsis and Hulus. The peace forces commander of United Nations peace forces sent a telegram to Security Council that there is a chance that there will be a bloodshed in Rwanda. And we have very strong chances that this will happen very soon. So what should have been done by Security Council? And those of you who don't know, let me explain you. There are 6 main organs of United Nations. Security Council is one of them. And the only responsibility of Security Council is to maintain peace in the world. Peace in the world. So when the telegram was sent to Security Council, UN Security Council, by the commander of the peace forces in Rwanda, he begged that please send the reinforcement, send some more peace forces and give us permission to maintain the peace. Guess what happened? Instead of maintaining the peace in Rwanda and averting the threat of genocide, the United Nations Security Council ordered the peace forces to be pulled out of Rwanda.
Correct.
Can you believe this?
Yes.
And guess what? Who was the power? Who was the force behind this decision? Any guess?
That is
France, Belgium.
Belgium. That's the partially correct answer, but let me surprise you.
States of
France.
America.
Rwanda was a Belgian, colony, and there was still influence of Belgium in Rwanda. But the sole purpose, it hurts my heart to share with you, ladies and gentlemen, it hurts my heart to share with you. I travel around the world, and when I tell this kind of truth, I cry, not with the tears only, inside my heart as well. The sole reason of 1.1 million Tutsis genocide was my own beautiful country, United States of America.
Yep.
Because United States of America threatened to veto the Security Council's resolution to send more peace forces to Rwanda. And President Bill Clinton, we just talked about President Bill Clinton. President Bill Clinton was the person, the White House ordered that those peace forces should be withdrawn from Rwanda. That's exactly what happened. The Security Council had no option but to withdraw the peace forces from Rwanda, and after that, the darkest chapter of the history of Africa happened. Just in weeks, 1.1 million Tutsis were slaughtered. 1.1 million Tutsis just in a few weeks. 40 years later, the United Nations Security Council issued a formal apologies. United Nations Security Council issued formal apologies for their withdrawal of peace forces from Rwanda. Is it enough?
No.
Is it going to bring back 1.1 million innocent civilians? No. But why do we do this kind of apologies after 40, 50, 60 years?
Hypocrisy.
There have been hundreds of thousands of innocent children and women and civilians killed in Korea, in Vietnam, in Cambodia by American forces. 50 years later, we issued the apologies. The President of the United States flies to Vietnam and issues the formal apologies. Is it going to bring those people back? Ladies and gentlemen, now I'm going to tell you another thing. Please take it back and share with your people. Start talking to your leaders in America, members of Congress and senators. Write the letters. America is doing the same thing after 50 years again.
In Gaza.
America has vetoed 45 times the peace resolutions in Middle East. 45 times. Since 1992, America used 87 times veto in the Security Council. 47 times America vetoed the peace resolution or resolution of the two-nation theory in Middle East. 47 times America vetoed this. And even now, the United States of America is vetoing the peace in Middle East. We have to start talking to our members of Congress. 435 members of Congress. Only 5 or 6 are asking for peace. Only 5 or 6 are asking for ceasefire. Please, before your children grow up and ask you, Mom or Dad, what were you doing when there were 40,000 people slaughtered in Gaza? Will you be able to look into the eyes of those children, your children or grandchildren, and tell them that we were enjoying our lives when people were being killed? Out of 40,000, 18,000 children and women. And while we were talking about beautiful shades of women, there's another beautiful shade of women. I'm sorry, if he was a woman, he would have been a better person. He would have been a better person because it took him 7 months. It took him 7 months to realize and admit last week that Israel had been violating the international laws by killing innocent civilians intentionally. Last week, the White House issued the report that Israel had been violating the laws and bilateral agreements of America as Israel as well, that Israel cannot use the American weapons to kill civilians. It took him 7 months to realize the same thing which you and I know 7 months ago. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I know Didi is getting very upset, and before she grabbed the mics, so please, when you go home, talk to your children, talk to your family members. Let's avoid another genocide like Rwanda. Let's not wait for another 50 years to issue another apologies. Let's give chance to every child to live peacefully and safely in their families. God bless you all, and God bless people of Gaza.